The strategic management process. The overall strategic management process begins when executives evaluate their current position with respect to mission, goals, and strategies. They then scan the organization's internal and external environments and identify strategic issues that might require change. Sometimes, strategic issues hit managers right in the face, which happened at Carnival Cruise Lines when a string of incidents had some customers vowing never to cruise with Carnival again. In the worst episode, an engine room fire left the Carnival Triumph cruise ship stranded without power in the Gulf of Mexico with 4,200 people on board. As the four-day cruise doubled in length, food and water were scarce, passengers sweltered with no air conditioning, and the media reported overflowing toilets and described the scene as hellish. Although many reports later indicated that Carnival made most of the right operational decisions, a poor communications and PR strategy severely damaged the company's reputation. Considering that Carnival used highly visible mass media marketing as the core strategy behind the company's massive growth, managers could have been prepared to respond to the power of negative publicity. A press conference wasn't held until nearly 3 days after the ship became disabled. The failure to respond quickly with public communications about the crisis left passengers and the media free to be as negative as they liked. People generally accept that complex pieces of equipment can encounter challenges, said crisis communication expert Tom Donahue. They are far less forgiving when communications around the events seem to be lacking. In addition, for longer-term strategic planning, Carnival managers will be reevaluating the strategy of building ever larger ships that are almost too complex to handle when an emergency arises. Today's largest cruise ships are nearly 5 times the size they were in 1985. As the world's largest cruise operator, Carnival is paying attention to proposed legislation that would strengthen federal oversight of the safety procedures and consumer protections of cruise lines. The recent string of accidents in the cruise industry has prompted safety experts and regulators to push for more accountability, saying that the strategy of building supersized ships is fraught with risk. Given the size of today's ships, any problem immediately becomes a very big problem, said Michael Bruno, Dean of the Engineering School at the Stevens Institute of Technology. For all organizations, internal or external events sometimes indicate a need to redefine the mission or goals, or to formulate a new strategy at either the corporate, business, or functional level. This chapter's Manager's Shoptalk discusses a recent trend that opens the strategy formulation process to a wider range of people throughout the organization. Factors that alter a company's ability to achieve its goals are called strategic issues, as described in Chapter 3. In turbulent environments and fast-changing industries, managers have to stay alert to strategic issues that require a shift in strategy to stay in line with both internal and external changes.